I think I have an addiction. I bought another car. Hi, welcome back to CarsAddiction.com. I'm Ryan and this is my first ever diesel. It's a 91 Toyota Hilux Spacecab, and you might be wondering, why would I be buying a 30-year-old pickup, diesel pickup, when everyone's buying electric? Here's several reasons why. Reason number one, it has TV and movie presence. During the show Top Gear, former host Jeremy Clarkson has proven this truck to be indestructible. He drove it into a tree, he drove it up for some steps, over a building and into the sea, and the truck would just keep on starting. And as in movie, this has starred alongside with the DeLorean in the movie Back to the Future. And the one in the Back to the Future was a Spacecab. Now, in the Back to the Future and Top Gear, we see the previous generation Hilux, not this one. This one's more refined. It's the generation after. But it has the same silhouette on the side. In fact, the one in Back to the Future has the same style quarter window, which I very like because it's very unique, because later on they go more squarish, and that is unique, and this one is sought after. Now the generation before this are demanding a big premium, and in some cases they're double the price of this generation. So this was a nice budget truck for now because prices are going up. Second reason is that some countries have what we call a classic car scheme, and Malta is no exception. If the car or truck or any vehicle is 30 years old or older, you can benefit from cheaper road tax and insurance. In fact, for a whole year this is going to be costing me 90 euros only, just for insurance and road tax. So besides reliability, I have cheap yearly upkeep. So what more would you like? Now the only disadvantage for the classic car scheme is you can only drive it 3,000 kilometers per year. That's not a problem because we have many cars in the garage. Reason number three. When I imagine a Hilux, I imagine two doors. I'm not sure about you guys, and I would like to hear your opinion on this in the comments below. But the double cabs, the four-door versions, don't do it for me. Imagine a car. Would you go for the two-door version or the four-door version? Yes, the two-door version looks more sportier and more attractive. The lines flow better. Same thing here. Now, I do like double cabs if they have a canopy, because they look more SUV-like that. Now, the Hilux came in three variants: a single cab without the space cab, a space cab, and then a complete four-door version where the boot is a bit smaller, the bed. Now the space cab is the rarest of all of them because back then they weren't so much bought, because they were like a luxury. Could not really fit people in the back because it is not good for long distances, and it was more expensive than the single cab, and people who are going to use it for work might as well go for the cheaper model. So by time, these have came very rare to find in this condition, and that is one of the reasons I got this specific variant, the space cab. Reason number four, this was for sale at a local garage, whom had bought it from a family which had kept it since it was brand new. Now, this garage specializes in paint and mechanics. They did what they had to do. In fact, they walked me through it. They changed the coupling of the shaft right over there. they gave it, like you can see, treatment for rust and debris and all that. They refurbished the tires, new tires, refurbished the wheels. It didn't need it, but new radiator. And most importantly, they did a fresh paint job. Has all new paint and in fact a new bed. So this truck was well kept, and the garage who I bought it from made it even better. In fact, it only has 133,000 kilometers. Now, the garage did not do any work in here. We still need to, replace some minor parts here and there. But overall, the carpets and the seats are really in good nick. Reason number 5, nostalgia. Now, I was born in the 80s, I grew up in the 90s, and during the 90s this truck was in every newspaper, every magazine, every television commercial.
It's everything I ever wanted.
It was on the dealership forecourt on my way to school, and I used to see it every day. And more above, my dad is into pickups, and he had the chance back in '96 to buy one similar to this but in red. But he never actually got to buy it because it just sold so quickly. And in my head, I always thought how cool it would be if I bought something similar. And here it is. Here it is. Now, because all of those points, more importantly the nostalgia thing, that prices for these trucks are not going down, they are going up for good examples like this. Now, we got this around $10,000, a bit less, and I just see it going up in price. Like what happened with the generation before this. And I wanted to get onto the bandwagon before it's out of reach. Same thing with this Celica, they are going up in prices because people have nostalgia memories like I do with these trucks, and they would buy them whatever price there is at what they're advertised because of the condition and the memories they bring to them. And that's something that you cannot sort of put into any brand new car or anything like that. It's all about the 80s and 90s and reliving them. And I do believe buying one of these right now, like any other old Toyotas at the moment, are going up in prices. Now, we simply have a blank canvas, literally a blank white piece of paper of what to do with this truck. Now, since we're registering for classic car scheme, we have to keep it period correct. So basically our idea is get the Toyota brochure back in the 90s and tick every option that was available. So what we have planned is get the chrome fascia. That was an extra. I think it would look nice having this chromed, that chromed over here, and I think the center bit can be chromed. Not so sure about wheels yet, quite like these, but the standard wheels will look nice too. We're missing some Hilux badges on the side, we'll get those. Maybe a side graphic, side steps, the roll cage. I really want to get the protection for the rear when we're driving and loading stuff, so might do a custom made sort of cover for this because I cannot find nowhere to buy. Going in the back. Before actually filming this, we actually went ahead and put the Toyota badging. When we bought this truck, everything was fully tinted, the lenses and everything, because actually the garage was going to keep it for themselves, and then they later decided to sell it. So before actually taking delivery of this, I told them to remove everything because it's illegal in Malta anyways. What else? So basically, before we do all that, we want to sort of start with the interior. Like I showed you previously, we need some parts like the steering wheel column. I'm missing the dome light over there. Got the vent I'm missing. Take out the cluster, clean it up, see if I can find something to cover this timing belt reset button. But more or less, it's all there and all intact. And that's what I wanted. That's what you want when you start a sort of a restoration. Something without rust. Rust is a bit hard to get through, and that's how you want to start your project. With this fun stuff that you cannot do. I cannot paint, but I can sort of dismantle and clean everything out. And that's what the first thing we are gonna do. Clean everything out. There's no rips or tears, but it is filthy. I could just imagine how much dust there is. And I have a feeling if this was in paint, there was a lot of sanding in process and everything like that. They did not clear out the vents. Oh, they did. Now the only rust part on this truck was one of the doors, which has been replaced. There was rust right over here. I have no idea. Nothing else was rusted, just the door, and that was replaced. Thanks for watching till the very end. Make sure you subscribe to CarsAddiction.com. There's tons of car related videos of my personal cars, including this Celica. And I do promise that we will be featuring more of the Hilux in future videos. So make sure you hit that notification bell button below to get notified of those videos. Thank you and take care.